Hey guys, my name is Zaybo, and today we're going to be checking out Promise 9 Unlock My World album. So, we're not doing Channel 9, but because Promise 9 dropped an album, woo! I'm so excited for this. It feels like it's been so long since, was it DM was the last release? Or was it a summer album? Or was it like the summer album? I'm trying to remember whether they released a summer album before DM or after. I'm thinking it's after, but it's been a while. It's been a while since Promise Nine done any album releases. I mean, probably took a break. Probably after Geary let Goody left. Promise Nine, they probably needed some time to readjust to just maybe just that and everything, and probably been busy with other things. But I'm glad to see, and it's a full album too. This isn't no mini or any. It's a full album, so you have a lot of songs to get through. I'm really excited for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like the video, comment down below any of your favorite songs from this album. Subscribe, hit the bell so you be notified when my videos go live. And for any extra content, check out the Patreon down below. Yeah. Without further ado, let us get into this. The songs that we're checking out are Attitude, hashtag Me Now, Wishlist, and then the rest are color coded lyrics for the other songs for Wishlist, In the Mirror, Don't Care, Prom Night, Bring It On, What I Want, My Night Routine, and I like. Just reading off the song titles alone, this album screams like Bad Buys. Like it screams all of that, and I feel like this is the perfect sort of theme and concept to come back with, since they lost a member. People might be talking about that, or people might talk about Geary might not being here might affect them and stuff. But I think this is the album where like they say that we're accepting what we are now, and we're gonna move forward, and nothing's gonna stop us. Like, I love it, especially when you look at the thumbnail for Me Now. Like, you see them in like all black and just like fierce, and like they don't give a about anyone. I love it. I'm excited because I feel like mostly from his 9 songs are very bright and very like positive in that sort of way, and I feel like their B sides are the B sides where they kind of get to explore and do different things. But the title track seems a lot darker and a lot more fiercer, so I'm really excited to see what they do with this fiercer side on the title track. So, not wasting time. Here we go. Mm. Just off the rip, I really like their tones, all of them. I have not heard a Promise 9 song sound like this from each of the members. Like, they all have this. I don't care. I don't, I don't. They have it. The song's title is called Attitude. Their tone is matching that style of like, of this I don't care attitude. I don't give a damn about what. I mean, what you might have to say, or what you see, or what I don't care. You can see what you want to see. You can say what you want to say, but I don't care. This is my attitude. Like, really like it. Really like the song itself. Really like the beat, and just I like how even like, because sometimes even the vocalist might not have that same tone too. Like, they might have like a higher pitch or a higher like kind of tone to their voice, but no, they all have this very deep and rich like sass, and like I don't give a damn at like you can feel it. Like, the song matches so well with the tone. Like, the tone is really adding a lot to it. But moving on to Me Now. When I saw that, I was like, it felt like a weird like cat thing, but then when I read it, it's like, oh, Me Now, like hashtag this is who I am now. So yeah, let's see.
내목한 속 화려한 내 모습 And I know 나를 향해 쏟아지는 heart 네가 몰랐던 내 안에 내 모습 When I say 넌 어떤 표정을 지을까 너무 반짝이는 건 Yeah that's me, yeah that's me 똑바로 볼 수 없대 As you know, as you know 조명이 꺼지는 지금 right now 꾸밈 없이 unlock 누가 뭐라 해도 더 느껴봐 me now 숨김없이 이대로 like it 새로운 me now 이게 나야 이런 난 어때 변한 안 뻔해 클리셰 던질래 어떤 모습이든 I don't care 때론 chic 때론 cool 심해 다정해 정답 따윈 없어 I don't care 가장 반짝이는 건 Yeah that's you, yeah that's you 눈으로 볼 수 없대 Yes I know, yes I know
Is that G1 with the bangs there? She looks so good with the bangs.
너도 원할 거야 느껴봐 me now 숨김없이 이대로 like it 새로운 me now 이게 나야 이런 난 어때 That's my world, that's my world 나를 다 보여줄래 That's my world, that's my world 손끝에 닿던 선을 넘어 두려움은 no more 거짓 없는 날 봐 True Just mirror 두 눈을 떠내 모든
I'm gonna pause it here. Okay, I was not expecting it to be, like I said, Promise Nine gives very like positive and brighter sides to their title tracks. I thought this one was gonna be a bit different based off of the thumbnail. I thought it was gonna be a more fiercer title track, but see that they kind of threw that in. But I feel like the song right now is talking about, what they've gone through, who they are. Like, sometimes they could be chic, sometimes they could be cool. But just know that we are also very sweet too. Like, we are the same Promise Nine. Like nothing has changed. Like that's what I feel like maybe like they're saying like, yes, some things have changed, some things have, happened, but we're still the same. Like we're still Promise Nine through and through. Like we're not like a whole completely different group, you know. And I feel like this is like just probably like a message to the fans. Like don't worry, like don't treat us any differently. Just treat us like the same because we are the same. Like that's what I'm getting from it, because you get to see them have these fun moments together. They're having a sleepover together, like like things that they've shown previously before in their videos and variety stuff. So yeah, I like it. Like I really like the song though. Really enjoy it. Was not expecting it to be like the bright, cheery like title tracks that I'm used to, because I thought it was gonna be something different because of the thumbnail. But yeah, let's continue. Really like it though.
Cross the line, 똑바로 봐. 너와 닮은 내가 있어. 살짝 넘어 낯선 느낌 And I feel like it 너도 알잖아 전부 나야 이대로 좋아 있는 그대로 볼래 That's my world, that's my world 나를 다 보여줄래 That's my world, that's my world 펼쳐진 세상에 손을 뻗어 고민 따윈 no more 지금 나를 봐봐
Oh yeah, this is. I can't believe that this is Promise Nine's first album. This is their first. Let me fix my camera. Um, there we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But I can't believe that this is their first album, even though they've had a lot of like bangers and a lot of hits. I can't believe this is their first. Like, it makes sense because I'm like, I don't remember Promise Nine ever having a full album. I feel like I've always listened to many albums from them, and like it's true. Like, this is their first, and it's really, really. I really like the message of like. It kind of feel, or I like the message that I'm getting from it, that it feels like it's a message saying like, we're still Promise Nine, but look at us now. Like, look who we are now. Like, we've changed a lot. We've done this and that. Some people have, like, moved on. And some people have, most of the people have stayed. But that doesn't change the fact that we're still Promise Nine, that we're still together, and that we're still doing our thing. Like, that's what I get from it. And I really like it. So, let's continue. I saw 4 minutes. I was like, ain't no way the song's going to be 4 minutes. In this day and age, songs cannot be 4 minutes, or like they better be like the best, like vocal, like just a vocal track. Because people don't have the I feel like people don't have the attention span.
날먹한 속 화려한 내 모습 and I know 나를 향해 쏟아지는 heart 네가 몰랐던 내 모습 when I say 넌 어떤 표정이
Like the imagery probably saying a lot too.
Yeah, that's me, yeah, that's me as you know, as you know
So yeah,
right now 꿈이 몹시 unlock 누가 뭐라 해도 더 느껴봐 me now 숨김없이 이대로 like it 새로운 me now 이게 나야 이런 난 어때 그래 난 안 보내
and they probably changed their like looks and like not looks, but like they're kind of like more of an attitude. And I love it, but they're still the same.
정답 따윈 없어 I don't care 가장 반짝이는 건 Yeah that's you, yeah that's you 눈으로 볼 수 없대 Yes I know, yes I know 까맣게 칠해진 밤을 light up 내 진심을 unlock 너도 원할 거야 Go 느껴봐 me now 숨김없이 이대로 like it 새로운 me now
That was a cool transition.
That's my world, that's my world That's my world, that's my world 손끝에 닿던 선을 넘어 두려움은 no more 거짓 없는 날 봐 Just let me roll 두 눈을 떠내 모든 걸 자신 있어 Cross the line 똑바로 봐 너와 닮은 네가 있어
Why does this make me want to cry a little bit? You know what I mean? Just like that part right there made me feel touched for some reason.
살짝 넘어 낯선 느낌 And I feel like it 너도 알잖아 전부 나야 이대로 좋아 있는 그대로 볼래 That's my world, that's my world 나를 다 보여줄래 That's my world, that's my world 펼쳐진 세상에 손을 뻗어 고민 따윈 no more 지금 나를 봐봐
I'll add what I was gonna say because I feel like I realized something too, just like with that ending.
느껴봐 me 숨김없이 이대로 like it 새로운 me now
I chill.
이게 나야 이런 난 어때 That's my world, that's my world 나를 다 보여줄래 That's my world, that's my world 펼쳐진 세상에 손을 뻗어 고민 따윈 no more 지금 나를 봐봐
I love that. I love the little cookie clip at the end. But what I was gonna say towards the end, where they said cross the line, you see all of, like the chains and locks. It's almost like them like saying, "Come on, join us as we go on this new adventure, on this new undiscovered road." And as you saw the road, left to this cliffside, almost like as if they're about to jump into the unknown, into a new like world, into a new territory, which is why it's called Unlock My World. Basically like they're basically going into this new world, this new adventure, and it feels like they're saying, "Come join them, come like unlock it, come be a part of it." That's what I'm getting from it, of their like kind of new journey together as from is nine. Whatever direction that they're going with this. So I really like it. I really like it. Um, am I a little bit sad that Giddy? I feel like I'm saying isn't there? Yes, I am. Like as any fan would be if a member left. But do I respect her decision? Yeah. It's if she wanted, if this was her opportunity to finally do something different or do something else, it must have took a lot for her just to leave, as it takes a lot of members just to stay. Ooh, I'm sorry, but it's just at the end of the day, it's their decision, and I completely understand. It takes a lot to stay or to leave, because it's like you leaving, you might feel like being a burden to the group and causing a lot of like images to kind of be broken, a lot of this and that to be broken, but at the same time, if you stay and it's not making you happy, or you're not feeling as if this is what you want to do like anymore, then you're hurting yourself and you're hurting the group too, like in that way as well, of like you might be a bit unhappy about things off the camera, think you might not like being around the members, even though you guys are best friends and stuff, you might not want to be around them, doing this idol life. And like, so at the end of the day, I really like that they came out with the like full album, came out with this like kind of attitude with the album, with all the song like names and stuff. And I like the energy that they brought with the title track of like, this is who we are now, accept it, come with us, cross that line, and join us on this undiscovered adventure that we're about to go on, for the new undiscovered adventure that they're about to go on. So yeah, really like the song. Let's move on to the next one, just called Wishlist. Not even just from It's Nine or G1 and Chaeyoung. It seems like it's just a G1 and Chaeyoung song. Just, man, Chaeyoung's voice on this song, woo! Really enjoy. Really like G1's voice on here too. Her tone, so beautiful. Just with Chaeyoung too. But I really like this song. Speaks for like all the idols. Like, don't put them in this box. They are better than this box that you're trying to fit them into. Like, oh, she has the like nice eyes, she has the nice nose, lips. No, like they're saying, we're not about to be on your checklist, wish list of checking off boxes of what we have, or your expectations, or what we should be, or what we shouldn't, what we shouldn't do. And like, no, you need to take all those fantasies and those dreams, wake up, and stop waiting for this dream girl that you're dreaming, that you're wanting. Dream Boy too, if you want to include that, because this speaks for all the idols, I feel like. And love them for who they are, with flaws and all. And I love all the idols with all their flaws and all their with all their greatness and their flaws. Like, I love them all. Like, I, I don't understand how people can comment some of the stuff that people comment. Like, I really can't. I'm like, how do you not like them for that? It's cool that they're, that they have this thing, maybe that they're weak in, because we all have something that we're weak in. Like, how can you say, like, oh, she's not perfect, or, like, it doesn't matter. They don't need to be perfect. They're not perfect, Like, some members in groups sing better than other members. Some members can rap, some can't. Some members dance better than others. But if they improve and do this, they can be on that level, or can get to that level, or can be closer. Maybe never get it, or maybe they can. I don't know. But all I know is that even though we have all these flaws in everything, we can work on them. We just got to work on them. That's all. And I can't believe some people can't, love others just because they might have this one flaw or they can't do this one thing. I don't know. All I know is I really like the song. I really like how they're basically calling out these people with these kind of expectations and everything. So, really like this song. Like, and I love the like "Life Too Short." It reminded me of like every time I think of that kind of phrase, "Life is too short," of like aespa song, how they kind of was just roasting the haters in like the English version, and um, and like the Korean version was is a whole it's like a whole different message from the English one. They like English one was like roasting you for like wasting your time hating on us and hating on things when you could be like doing something with all that time and energy. And then like I feel like the Korean version talks about life is too short, so make sure you do live your life, have fun, do like that is literally two different versions of the same song with different lyrics, and I love it. And I really it reminds like that's like listening to that reminds me of that, like kind of like wasting your time putting these idols in boxes and expecting them to be this and this, when clearly no idol is like that at all. No idol is perfect, and if they're not perfect for you, you tend to not like them or you don't follow them. Like, you need to get out of the fantasy and dream. Sorry, I ranted way too long on this, but I just really like the message of the song, and just like I said, I knew they were gonna bring the attitude and like the sass, and I love it. I swear, if they have a concert and they sing that song, like just chant it. Everyone in the crowd's gonna say the F bomb. You already know. You already know they're gonna turn that emotional, sweet, beautiful, to the haters song and add a little bit more oomph to it. But yeah, really enjoyed that. Very nice song. Love the message of it. But moving on to the next song, which is called "In the Mirror." Let's go. For this one, the beat is for me okay for the first time listening. I'm not really feeling the beat as much as I was for G1 and Chaeyoung's song, but the vocals I really enjoy it. I really like Soyoung coming in and rapping a little bit, and I really like the kind of message of the song. It's like basically when they say "in the mirror," it's like looking at yourself in the mirror, and it feels like they're telling themselves like in the mirror, like no matter who I am still me. I'm still the same person. I'm still who I should be. Like almost like basically telling yourself that you love yourself in the mirror. And I feel like that's what they're saying. Like no matter whoever like says anything, whatever they say, just know that you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be this or that. Just be who you are. Like be who you are. That is in the mirror. And I really like that. So far, I'm getting a lot of like kind of love yourself, be who you are, this is who I am kind of energy, which makes sense because title track is called Me Now, and there's a lot of like kind of that attitude and sass going on, and it's like this kind of is like new. I feel like for Promise Now, I feel like this is a whole new direction and just like sound and everything that they're going with for even the B sides too, and I really like it. Like I feel like we are going on a new direction and a new journey for Promise Nine. I really like it. But it still has that same, like it still has the energy and the same vibes of Promise Nine. It doesn't feel like this is a completely new group, but it just feels like they're going in a whole different direction. I really like the ending of the song. Like it felt like at the ending of the song talking about like the person that's in the mirror isn't really who you are. It's what like people are projecting onto you of who they want you to be. And I feel like that kind of burn it line is like it's like burn that image and burn it, and it's like you're finally like at the end you can see that they're finally getting to see themselves, their true self, and it's fine. It's okay. Like you don't have to pretend to be that like person that they projected onto you in the mirror. It's fine to be yourself and be who you are. I really like it. So I'm assuming that this is another duet song, duet unit. So we had Jiwon Chaeyoung, Soyoung Nagyang. So who would be next? I'm just gonna name a random um, Jihoon, and I'm gonna say Jihoon Hayoung. That's who I think is gonna be on the song, but I don't know. It's called "Don't Care." That was dope. But yeah, I feel like the song is basically it's reiterating what we've been like seeing in the rest of the songs. Like, they're being a bit more honest. They're kind of being a lot more true to themselves. They kind of are in the don't care mood. Like, we don't care what kind of expectations or what this kind of perfect person looks like to you. We're just gonna, be who we are, and that should be charming enough. And if you find our flaws charming too, that's fine too. We're just gonna keep walking on this path. We don't care, and whether you like it or not, that's up to you. It doesn't matter. We don't care what you have to say or what you have to project onto us. We're just gonna be who we are. We're gonna be. I'm gonna be Setter. I'm gonna be high. I'm gonna be That's what that kind of energy is going probably through their head of like we're just gonna be who we are from this nine. So yeah, I really like it, and like you heard me cheering for Jihoon because I feel like she has such a nice tone and nice vocals, but I feel like you don't. I feel like she gets the least amount of lines in every Promise Nine song, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be tripping. There's probably it could be a song, but I feel like majority of the time she gets the least amount of lines, and I want them to utilize it more. Maybe they'll do more of the duet units throughout the song. Maybe they're just spreading them out, or maybe those two songs were made and with Jiwon and Chaeyoung probably both of them were a part of that song in the like production side of like maybe making the lyrics or something, and maybe Soyoung and Nagyung song too. Most definitely probably with Soyoung's touch in that song as well. But maybe hopefully they do more because I would love to hear like Jihoon on like kind of a more solo ish track, like with another member doing the whole duet style. Because I just want to hear more of her vocals in the song. Because I feel like I don't really get to hear it that often. Like I get to hear like a full song with her taking in half of it. So yeah, felt very a lot of dancing to that. I feel like, and I just really like kind of love myself. Like I also feel that too from the album. Like it's a lot of like you like kind of you can also say it's like a message to Promise Nine to kind of love who you are, love your flaws, be who you are and love yourself. Promise Nine, like I really like it. So prom nights, here we go. Okay, so I'm noticing that this has Jihoon, Chaeyoung, Hayoung, and Seram. I will say too, Seram on this album, I feel like I have not been hearing a lot of lines from her so far from this album. And I feel like just as I was talking about Jihoon needs to have a little bit more lines, they do like a 4 member unit song Prom Night, and I really like it. I really like the tones on this one, like that kind of deeper voice going on, and Jihoon's like her voice like she really sounds like she does not care, and like the attitude like God, like it's really attacking me. Like I wasn't even paying attention. I just wanted to hear more. Like all I'm hearing is like that's all I'm hearing in the background. I'm like, oh my God, my heart. And Chaeyoung to do it. Oh, Chaeyoung, she is attacking me. Hayoung hitting these high notes. Seram just, I feel like would Seram be like the all rounder from us now? I don't really know. She can sing. She can dance. Visual like leader, like, I don't even know, like I really like her tone on the song too. It feels like just crushing just crushing someone. Like that's what I'm getting from it. I really like the song though. I really like the beat a lot. I really like the beat for this song a lot too. I really feel like it complements their vocals and their tones as well. So yeah, I really like that song. I feel like it was just kind of dance to your own style. And when like I feel like when they say it, something like this, like basically move to your music, move to your own thing. And I feel like kind of what they're doing, moving to their own sound, moving to their own accordance. Really like that. Just as I was just talking about Jihoon and noticing that kind of Serum weren't getting too much lines, the next song was their like unit song basically with Young and Young, which they really killed it too. Like, oh my god, I like that they're doing these unit songs. Like, I feel good that they're kind of branching out doing that. I think they've done it before, but I'm for the full album, I'm glad that they're doing it in here too. Show off some different members together. Maybe giving some more members some more like kind of lines like I was saying that I felt maybe I wasn't seeing throughout maybe the album, or maybe in general, like I say with Jihan, I feel like she's the one that gets the least amount of lines in Promise Nine songs. But it didn't really bother me because I feel like they used her vocals in like very precious spots where like no one else could do that but her, because it would come off you know not as like maybe innocent or pure, or however the vibe that they wanted. And here I feel like they are still doing that, but her tone and it feels like her style has changed to be a little bit more laid back with more attitude and don't really care. But it's still like very precious to use. Like, you can't just use her vocal like that. But what we just saw is you can use it like that too, and it's still very effective. I really like that. I really like that. Let's continue with Bring It On. Why is it like as soon as I talk about someone or say something, like it is appearing in the next song? Like, ah, oh, man, I'm feeling like I haven't seen this member in this album shine yet, and then boom, oh, there she is. It feels like as if like things are coming together as they're like planning, like, ah, oh, people are gonna feel like she hasn't had her moment, and then boom, here's her moment to shine. Like, Jisung, like I was literally talking about how I feel like I haven't that she had plenty, like, some moments throughout the album. I feel like she hasn't had like the moment, or has been shining the most. And I feel like she's about to have her moment right here with this part. And then I was just talking about how, oh, I like Nagyung's look here, and then she starts off the song like, trust me, I don't know this album. I first time reacting, but I really like it. I really like the song. Wasn't really reading the lyrics, kind of just vibing out to the song. That's really all I can really say. I was just vibing. Don't really know what the song is talking about. I said, baby, don't be too surprised, even if I change a lot. So bring it on. So I feel like it's going with the whole thing. Like, even if I change a lot, or do this or do that, or go in this direction now, just bring it. It feels like bring that energy, bring that love, bring that same bring that same love, same support to me, because I'm still gonna be from Miss Nine. I'm still gonna be this member in from Miss Nine, but maybe I have a whole new like mindset, a whole new idea, a whole new attitude. But just know that I'm still gonna be from Miss Nine, or this member. Like, nothing will change that about me. But maybe I'm trying out different things, something new, trying to do this with maybe my visual or with my look, or be a little bit more honest with it. So really like it. Really like the song. Really like the beat a lot for this one, and really enjoyed just the tones on this. I like Jihoon's tone a lot. She is really actually bringing like her tone is really standing out for me in this album, of like, don't care, you know, it is what it is, sassy, laid back, like the whole be quiet, shh, like I like that. I really like that. The message and everything about it. What I want. I think this is so far the only song that I'm just like, it's okay. It's not pulling me in. I really like the vocals, but I feel like sometimes I feel like it's at certain parts it feels like it just, I'm like, okay, they just kind of went to another like step of like, why did they do this here? Why did they do that there? You know, like I don't know. This song feels very like, the best way I can describe it is I feel like this song so far has been the one that I feel like has been rushed. Like, I feel like they kind of just went in, did it very quickly to get the song done, and then that was it. Like this, I mean, I know like they didn't do that, but it just feels like that. Like they didn't put a lot of more time into it, and like okay, they had the members sing it in whatever way that whoever was directing it, and was like, okay, yep, there we go, sounds good. Is it good enough for you? Good enough for me? Okay, there we go. Like I feel like the other songs had a lot of like time and care put into them, like with the quality of things, but this one feels a bit just different. Like I don't know. I feel weird saying it because I don't know if one of the members was on this song, and I feel like I'm talking bad about their thing or about their song. But I don't know. Just I don't. I personally don't enjoy this song as much. The only thing I really enjoy about it is the vocals. So far, like none of it is ever ruined with the vocals and the tones. But I just feel like maybe the direction of how the vocals are and like this beat and everything, like I don't know, it just feels a little bit awkward. And in prom night, I think they had that very like kind of like unique moment where the beat and the vocals were like like doing something like that, and it really brought like a different like contrast to the song, and it made you be like, whoa, like out of nowhere. But it felt very right for a song. For here, it feels very just awkward and just like sudden. Like, okay, why did we suddenly just switch to this? Like it didn't feel very natural. That's the best way. I feel like the song isn't transitioning naturally in a good way through um, each of the members' parts. And nothing against the members. Like I said, nothing against their vocals or tones. I feel like the directing of how things should have been sung and said um, could have been different for the song and maybe more time. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling about it. And like I said, I feel bad if a member wrote this song or was directing this song and I'm talking bad about them. But hey, personally, I'm just being honest. This song isn't for me. Maybe after some more listens, I'll probably understand it or maybe feel the rhythm and the beat a little bit more in that directing of like the vocals. But first time listening, I'm gonna say this is the first song that I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It's not for me. I would say towards the end, I was really feeling it. Maybe it was that beginning part where I felt maybe they were doing different things, and maybe I feel like after the bridge of songs that I feel like I talk a little bit down about. I feel like after that bridge hits, I feel like it starts to become a little bit more familiar, and I'm like, oh, I like this part. Why did the beginning feel so different and awkward, or maybe something that I didn't like? And then when I listen to the songs again, I'm like, oh, never mind. Just needed more listens. Now it's a lot familiar. Now it feels familiar, and it feels like I can enjoy that song a lot better. It's probably what's gonna happen. So, my whole opinion about it just now will probably be erased, and I'm gonna be like, I love this song. I love the way that they sung it here. Every but like my opinions usually for songs that maybe I dislike have probably been turned over like 95% of the time. There's probably like the 5% where I'm like, ooh, still don't like it or still don't like this like section of the like there are songs like that still. Um, Recently a song that I feel like got off that list is "Oh" from Mix. um, I listened to it and I was like, this isn't as polarizing as I thought it was. Um, to me, I felt Tank was a lot more polarizing. I was like, what is this? On to the Mix concert, I was like, what is like this made OO feel a lot more familiar than it's like the Tank, and I was like, what is this? So yeah, it will happen most likely with me, who likes mostly like anything and everything in music, like any sound, any sort of thing that I can move my body to, like yeah. Moving on to the next one, which is my night routine. I'm gonna pause here, but I feel like this song may be talking about maybe the fans that they talk to during the late nights, or who they message. Kind of like how their day went. And, people message the idols like maybe things like that they're going through, maybe how they felt that day. Just telling them how they feel. Like little secrets that is between them. That's what I'm getting from the song. I really like it. Really like the vibes of the song. Really like the beat. Really like their tones. Um, yeah, really like this song a lot. It's just a very nice. It feels like a very one of those like kind of lo-fi songs, but it's like way too like head bopping. It's too like in the groove and into that like vibe. But it feels like it would like be a song that could put you to sleep or in a like a good way. Like it'd be like a nice song to listen to at night and just to chill and relax to. So I really like it. Let's continue. Really like that. Really like it. I think it was a good song. Really liked it. Very. It just felt like a very nice song to, listen to before going to sleep. But yeah. Moving on to the last song, which is Eye Contact. So don't know what this last song is gonna be about. I don't know if it's gonna be like ballad s as I like to describe songs where it's like kind of slow, kind of just maybe a little bit emotional, or if it's just gonna end off with a high note of like maybe a attitude, fears. I don't know. I would say this album has matched the theme of like a whole new Promise Nine because I feel like all these songs have brought upon a new style and a new like image of like Promise Nine that I feel like we have not seen or like heard this sort of style before from them, and I really like that they're you know coming off the gates with this whole new style and just rocking it like going at it with a lot of confidence and attitude. It feels like from the songs that we've heard. So here we go. Let's continue. Ooh, I like this part where they're like kind of like clap your hands like dun, dun, like it feels like a concert setting with this song, and it makes sense because when they're saying they're looking at your eyes, they're talking about the fans. When I look into your eyes and looking at you, kind of be excited for me and believe in me and supported me and everything. Believe in fate when we look at the same place. Same place of just being on top or going up together. That's what I'm getting from the song. Like this is like kind of like what the fans do for me with when they look at me and when they like are staring at me with like that kind of like happiness and that hope in their eyes, and when I look back at them, that kind of feeling that they're getting when performing, doing whatever, maybe like looking at messages from the fans. Like I really like that. I really like that they ended off with kind of like a. It feels like a sort of like thank you, but also, um, the feelings of what the fans do, supporting and looking at From Is Not, giving them their like love and support and cheers and energy, like everything that the fans do for them and what From Is Nine, possibly do for the fans, looking at them and what that makes them feel, and I really like that. Really like that. Really like at the end we're getting this kind of clap part because I feel like this will be like the kind of ender for a Promise Nine concert. And this will be the song that plays and just everyone like clapping their hands, singing the song, just having a good time, and I really like it. Really like it. I would probably say this is one of the like probably the top bright song from this whole album. I feel like a lot of the songs have been very like dark and a bit more in their like deeper range, and I really like that. Like the whole attitude kind of album, as I'm calling it, like the more darker album that we've seen from Promise Nine. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like B-sides, they've done some like kind of like darker or fiercer, kind of more sexier stuff, but this one felt like a whole new like this is our new direction. This is our new world that we're going to. Come along. If you're not, then that's fine too. Like we don't care. But there you have it. That has been Promise Nine's Unlock My World album. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, I really enjoyed this. I feel like the whole attitude and this is who we are now feeling is coming out very strong, and I really like it. I really enjoyed just just last song too. Kind of like it's kind of like their return, and that it feels like they're saying that they miss miss performing, miss Flova a lot, miss making that kind of eye contact that they do performing, and kind of how they can read kind of just what they're thinking from just staring, just looking at, Flova. And I really like that. Um, I really like that at the end for this ending song. Whole album for me was a success. I feel like for their first album, I feel like there's some things based off of my first listen. There were some things that could have been a bit better, but it's a full album, so it's hard to make like for I feel like any group like I mean some groups yeah, but I feel like it's still hard for them to make every song a banger on the album. Like some songs will flop in my opinion, while others will do better. Um, and I mean for this album, I feel like that's how it's gonna be because this is their first album. I can't believe that this is their first album, and they've been a group for how long? 4, 5, 6 years now. Like, 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 it's crazy. But for their first album, I give it to them. They did great. I feel like um um all the songs were very good. I feel like the songs that maybe I said could were a bit weird for me, or maybe like a bit awkward for me. Um, Probably will grow on me, and I will love them as always. But with that, enough talking, enough stalling. You guys have better things to do, like check out the other Farmers 9 content on my channel, or other content in general, Farmers 9 on YouTube. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Have a great day. Love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.